Hello everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at some new Dead Space gameplay. The developers have just released a few videos on their live stream and it looks like the game is making really good progress. I didn't actually have the chance of playing the original Dead Space back in the day, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, and just based on what I've seen so far, it actually looks really good, really interesting, sort of like a horror-oriented game. I didn't actually realize that when I first started taking a look at it. I thought it was mainly based around, you know, action, more of that maybe Tomb Raider style, except like in space, but it's not really like that at all. The core of the game has more of like a horror feel to it, which isn't for everybody, but I'm really interested in giving it a go. So the developers went actually over a bunch of different topics in this live stream, but the ones we're going to focus on in this video now are just going to be the gameplay videos. There was two what they called atmospheric walkthroughs that they released, and we're going to take a look at those now. If you guys are interested about the different developer aspects of it and want to learn a little bit more about the game, I'll link the complete developer live stream in the description below. But for now, let's just take a look at these atmospheric walkthroughs and see how the game looks right now, see how it's doing. I mean, it says not representative of a final release, but this is essentially how the game is currently looking. I think it actually looks pretty good. And I feel like for these sort of horror games, it's just more about a lot about the audio and like the vibe you get from it, and like the lighting and all that stuff. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be 4K, but it's just it has to give that horror vibe about it. You can already hear the audio kicking in, coming from like different directions. Oh mate, it makes the hair stand up on your back, just like the different... Yep, I'm actually super keen to play this game. It's been actually a while since I played a horror game, and the recent horror games that I have played, they haven't actually been too good, to say the least. So, a decent horror game, one that's actually really well done, would actually be quite refreshing. And hopefully scary. Oh damn, that thing moves quick. Wow, look at this gun. It would be interesting to know how far through the game this is. Oh, did you see that though? He shot like a specific limb off the creature and then like slowed it down. Like shot its knee or something. Huh. So you can like hinder the creature's movement by shooting it in specific parts of its body. That would be pretty cool. It's just an elevator. Maybe? Oh, that's it? Wow, it really leaves you wanting more, hey? Man, I'm hungry to see more of this game. I guess there's not really too much to say about it. It does look like a horror game in space, in some sort of space aircraft. And that's the vibe that these pictures are giving off what we've seen so far. So it's obviously looking really good. The video was quite short, but before we make any final judgments, let's check out this second one here. Engine room.
Okay.
And that's some fantastic lighting.
Yeah, absolutely.
There we go.
Yeah. So just like we saw in the concept, it's dark. It's really hard to see what's out there, and we do that on purpose to contribute to the fear of the unknown, right? You don't know what's back there.
Yeah, I was thinking that before.
We're doing that on purpose, but then there's just a little bit of life in there, just so that it's not a completely dead scene.
Everything is so
dark. And then
dark.
as we look above us, we see the massive engine, and it makes us feel small and insignificant, right? It's looming.
There's lights on his back. They must have some sort of significant meaning.
So,
I mean, I haven't played the game before, so I don't actually know what it
means.
means,
but
but
that you saw earlier in gyms, now you
surely
see
it means
here,
something.
Steam coming out of the pipes. There's some secondary animation with the moving pistons. It gives life. You know, it communicates that this is an industrial thematic. And then we're always leading the player with a little bit of horror storytelling, a little bit of narrative.
Ooh.
We have the various tools and crates.
Okay.
I love the masks on sign up there.
Yeah, yeah.
Quite thematic.
Safety first. Dead Space is a game about safety.
Okay, so in this state, now we're in a state where it's starting to, we've powered room. So the engine is slowly starting to rotate, a little bit of life to it.
Okay.
Lights, you can see the blood.
You'll have to speak up. We've booted up an engine.
Yeah, it's
Let's follow the blood trail then.
let's do that.
Oh, no.
It's always a good idea.
So here we go. This is the iconic poster that we saw earlier.
Let your
You can
tools
see
do the
different
talking.
treatments on the blood, like the one that is still wet, blood that's got dried
It
up.
looks really good, doesn't it?
inside.
Especially with the lights. And they've made it so dark, so the lights have like
More is
such a
more,
big
more
influence
things,
on the
more,
surroundings.
More blood states, more blood conditions.
Yeah. And then we finally get here, and we're going to activate the engines.
Turn it on.
Let's turn it. And we look up above us, and then we can see this glorious, VFX. The engine's fully operational. It's open. It's spinning at full speed. It's like a beating heart. The room has come to life, and we have completed the transformation.
Okay, I mean, for the people that have played this game, they probably know that the engine,
And then as we
this
look to
engine
the
room
right,
is probably meant to be
we
something
witness
very
the scene
specific.
Of a horrific bloodbath, and yeah, some bad stuff happened there.
Or at least maybe a
Again,
significant
just
point
that-
in the
just
story,
that
right?
Great teamwork between the environment artist and the story artist. Like, I mean, you can really, you can guess what happened there.
Mm-hmm. And then we're back into darkness as we make our way down, and then we take one last look at the engine and then the smoke-filled room. And that's it.
There's those sparks.
Yeah.
It does look good, yeah, the sparks, now that he mentions that.
And that's it
They
for
actually
today.
look really good. Wow, okay, and that's it. So we didn't actually get to see too much of it. Obviously, you get to see a little bit more in the complete live stream, but like I said, they focus a little bit more on the making of the game and the more of the technical side of it, you know? But yeah, cool. Dead Space, it's looking pretty bloody good. Comes out the 27th of January next year, if I remember correctly. So we got a little bit to wait, but I mean, at this point, I just hope the date they gave is the date they really stick by, because lately, especially with the Starfield delay and the Redfall delay recently, it's sort of a bit of a kick in the nuts, you know? There's a lot of games being delayed, and it's leaving the back end of 2022 a little bit dry, but I mean, let's hope they stick to their guns. 27th of January, they still got a little bit of time, and the game is looking really good, so hopefully they can meet the target deadline. The game's looking good, it's coming along nicely. What more is there to say? But that's about it from me, guys. Thank you very much. We're going to end the video here. If you guys are looking for more Xbox and PlayStation games, I got a list of the upcoming console games in the description below. You'll find that there. Apart from that, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a good day.